If your tax refund just hit your account and you already have several shopping carts loaded up, go ahead and close the tab. Before you blow that entire refund check on a shopping spree, we need to have a conversation. In this video, I'm giving you the exact blueprint on how to split your tax refund so that you can start building wealth while also still treating yourself. Let's get into it. We are going to use the 50-30-20 split rule for our tax refund because we need to not act like we just hit the lottery because we didn't. Think of your tax return as money that you set aside for yourself all year that we can finally tap into. For the purpose of this video, let's use the example of $2,000 for your tax refund. 50% is going to go to your savings and your debt. Now, nobody wants to use their tax return to pay off debt because that's boring, but you have been holding on to that debt for months, if not years, and it's costing you a ton in interest. Personally, I think it's time that we finally make a dent in that credit card debt, because I know you got some credit card debt because I had some too. It's time that we finally take care of it and just close that chapter so that we can breathe again. You can either pay that debt off in full now and cut out a ton of the interest, or you can drag it on month by month and end up paying a lot more later on down the line. Now, of that 50%, you can put 25% towards debt and 25% towards savings. You know we run a very strict program around here, especially with the savings, so that has to be addressed. Now is the perfect time to jumpstart your $10,000 savings challenge. If you watched a few videos ago, I talked about how I saved $10,000 in a year, and now's the perfect time to get that started. If you are following that 100 envelope challenge, you can go ahead and use a chunk of your tax return to stuff a good number of those envelopes just to get the ball rolling. And I don't play about a high yield savings account, so I would go ahead and open that up right now. I actually just moved my high yield savings account from UFB Direct to Marcus by Goldman Sachs because I just found better value at Marcus by Goldman Sachs, and they are running a sign-on bonus right now for up to $1,500 if you create your account by, I think it's March 10th. So I know you don't have a lot of time. Sorry about that. But I will leave my referral link in the description box because if you use my link, I'll get 0.25% extra on top of the current 3.65% interest, and you'll get an extra 0.25% interest as well. I hope that wasn't too fast. But yeah, they're currently at 3.65% interest, and I found that that's a pretty good rate compared to the other options out right now. If you guys want a whole separate video deep diving into that high yield savings account, just let me know because I was with UFB Direct for 2 years now and I'm making a switch, and I never ever made a switch before. So let me know if you guys want a video on that. So of our $2,000 refund, we have $1,000 going towards savings and debts. Now for the 30%, we are going to invest. So that's going to be about $600 going directly into investments. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a pro at investing and I know all about stocks and all the things because I don't, but I am forcing myself to learn this quarter, and based on my light research, I have found that ETFs are the safest way to jump into investing. And I'm looking at my notes for this because, like I said, I'm no pro, so I'm learning just like you guys are. But an ETF is an exchange traded fund. It's a basket of securities. So similar to investing in one stock, you would just be investing in a basket of like the top companies in the US. So you're getting a piece of those 500 top companies, for instance. In my research, everyone has talked about VTI and VOO. Those seem to be very profitable ETFs that have consistent growth over the years. So that's what I'm going to be investing in. If you guys want to do the same, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments. And like I said, I'm still learning. So if you guys want a series on investing for beginners, I can put you guys on to what I'm learning as I am just seeing what's out there, seeing how the whole stock market works and all that good stuff. Let me know if you guys want a series on that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a chunk in VTI and VOO and see what other ETFs are out there. And I'm going to let it sit there for the rest of the year. I'm not going to touch it, and I'm going to see what happens come December. Money spent on materialistic things depreciates the moment that you buy it. It's like when they say that your car loses value the second that you drive it off the lot. It does. versus with investments, it will grow over time. So we want to make sure that we're putting a chunk into something that is going to grow with little to no effort on our part. Okay, so now that we have our priorities out the way, we have our debt paid off, we have our savings, we have our investments set up. Now we can have fun with 20% of our tax return, which is going to be about $400 based on our $2,000 example. Now's the time to start your vacation fund. Go ahead and buy that bag you've been eyeing. Go ahead and buy the shoes. Go ahead and buy the Amazon cart that you've been looking at for a few months. Go ahead and indulge a little bit and do it guilt-free. I know I just spent a pretty penny on a few items from Coach, and I made a short about it, so go watch that video if you guys want to know how I've been treating myself with my tax return. I talk about this in almost every video, but I think it's so important to treat yourself and to spend a little bit of money in a way that you want instead of only taking care of your priorities so that you avoid burnout. And if we follow this 50, 30, 20 split, then we can go ahead and indulge guilt-free. When you're spending money shopping and you know damn well you're not supposed to be spending that money, and so you're kind of anxious about it, that's not the case here. If we have a set amount of money set aside, we can spend that money without second guessing, without overthinking. We can loosen up a little bit and just have some fun. So just to recap, if your tax return is about $2,000, we're going to be putting 50%, which is about $1,000 into savings and debt, 30%, which is about $600 into investments, and 20%, which is $400 towards something fun. See? Simple. Now, this is just an example. If you don't want to do the exact 50, 30, 20 split, you can do whatever you want. I'm no financial advisor. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. And you can, you can change up the percentages too if you need to. But the whole point is that every dollar has a name, every dollar has a job, every dollar is accounted for and is working. Don't let dollars slip through the cracks. Make sure that each and every dollar is doing something to benefit you. Now for your homework. Go ahead and organize your 50, 30, 20 split. Get the exact dollar amounts and what you're going to be putting each dollar towards, and then execute. Go ahead and put the money where it needs to be, and hopefully you can organize your split before your refund actually hits your account, so that way we don't waste no time, and again, no dollars go unaccounted for. And comment what you're spending your 20% treat yourself fund on. Are we saving for the trip to Aruba? Are we saving for the Coach purse? Are we saving for the new Jordans? What are we spending the money on? Let me know. Let's chit chat in the comments. Like I said, I spent a pretty penny on Coach items because I'm just a girl. So if you guys want to go watch that video, again, it'll be on my shorts. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. Bye.